to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. Jackson from the shotgun. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. A give up the middle to Gibson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Fighting his way through contact, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Sly on for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
Looking to throw. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson.
A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Jackson will throw again. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Looking to throw. May
steps away to his left.
That is caught.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And here comes a return from the middle of...
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Sliding out of the pocket. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by... They have it at the 38-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Stevenson.
And he gets it down to the 32. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Again, it's Stevenson.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This now a 3rd and 4. To throw, it's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Play action, May.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Gibson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
They'll try and throw for it with May.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jackson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw.
That one out wide and intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having, because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Ramondre Stevenson
from 17 yards out.
And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this way. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's May. Got his man complete up. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL, because there's not much difference between teams. So when you get a chance for a takeaway, you've got to hold on to the football yourself.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson, 61 yards. And the Patriots have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Slide for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Hey. 53's the mark. 53, check.
Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Let's go. 53, check 53. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike, 53.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
On target to his man, Likely.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
48,
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got it. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Henry. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. Jackson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Gibson decides against bringing it out.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Throwing now, May on first down. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing here is May.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. On play action, May.
Open man, the tight end, Henry.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides.
So that'll do it for us, for my partner.
Like damn, why I get it like urn? I'm a drop top. The sun won't burn when it lit like why, but the stripes ain't earned. I'ma get it right now. I ain't waiting no turn. Got a brand new house, trying to avoid my hurt. About 6 point something in the field like church. Or the hood got whack and the set went turn. Got a 488 in the glide like Kurt. I've been living off golf on the last few deals. When the night check came and I still got chills. Hit a 2K lick, I ain't even go pro. Got a boss outlet, now I'm smelling like go. Call me Ice Cube, baby, where they sit on my chain. Heard a lame. Trying to play up my name when I'm 23 to it and I'm going no brain going. Hooping, I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light skin in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when got real young black. Hurt, but I made it out fine. Still in my prime. Bro, really outline. Talk like you Tony out grind, throwing 20 on 9. How you live with no spine? Bro, better off dying. Man, you got nerve. Bro, need to get a bird. And I'ma get it off first. Find a way you ain't served. been, I've been pulling off lots. 454, I'ma keep it on stock. Bezel with the ticker on rocks. Big side, tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back then. Number one stunner, but the level on. Raised by the gang with a meal like Philly with a watch 250 and a so silly. When the door got closed, I ain't feel too bad. I'ma run mine up, I'ma have some stash. Now you in a broad purse, but you going outside. Now you on the couch surfing, you keep a little rat. Living out his backpack, need to get it back. Got a grade double R and need both lanes. Got a dollar to his name, but he all gang. Where you all on my when I find that strange. Keep playing with the fire, but his get burned. But your boy got spit when the light got turned. Got a dog crack when the boy won't learn. Big wrapped up shorty when the block gets shurned. Always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. Better love my but I ain't them nerd like damn. Why pie get like yarn?
This an imposition in my mind's imagination. I hope they choke on smoke 'cause I'm smoking them like a basement. This is not rap, this is not hip-hop. Just another attempt to make the voices stop rapping to prove nothing. Just writing to say something 'cause I wasn't the only one who wasn't rushing to saying nothing. This doesn't mean I lost my dream. It's just right now I got a really crazy mind to clean. Gangsters don't cry, therefore I'm mine. Missed, I miss the eye, therefore I'm mine. Can you save my heavy dirty soul? Can you save my heavy dirty soul for me?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland, Ohio. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Cleveland. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Throwing on first down is Penix. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Robinson on a give right side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
3rd and 12. A play fake. Now Penix. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Love now to pass on first down.
That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Love.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 52 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
In motion left goes Watson.
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Jacobs going to try the middle. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Love now. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs, and he will get in to make it 8-0. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Flushed out.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Looking to throw, Penix.
Flush to his right.
That one deep for London.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Following the interception, Love. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Love.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll run right here with Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd down and 8.
To throw now. Here's Love. Forced out to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They go with Jacobs, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw again from their own end zone.
They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
There he goes left side. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. He'll buy some time right. That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll go play action here with Penix. Rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
On the bootleg, it's Penix. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No, 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 no.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing. Love. Dancing to his left.
down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
First down, going to the air with Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Love. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Love now on second down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
But he'll take this back down inside the 20. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And now off to the races down the right side. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But Charles, in a tie game, you always wonder who's going to be making the big plays. Right now, it's not the offensive players. We're seeing these defenses step up and take control. Both of the last 2 drives have ended with interceptions.
They are certainly dictating this game, aren't they? Now it's going to come down to which offense can follow their defense's lead and step up in the clutch themselves.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll throw with Penix.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Penix.
Being chased out left. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
They'll run for it with Robinson.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson.
A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Love from the gun. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Love looking to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
To the air, Penix.
Escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 5.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Play fake. Here's Love. Steps away.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
To throw on third down, Love.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game.
Here now, second and goal.
One more time with Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Love. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. Let's get this.
Now Love. That is caught.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Second and 6 coming up. Here's Love.
They'll roll him out right.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. And a fun, close ball game.